Alright everybody, we are empty. We can't get out of here if Mr. CNC over here I need to go pretty good. Close those doors. All right, everybody, let's get going. We are on our way to Nafco. Yeah, Nafco Foods. It's a frozen warehouse for fish. They are in Jessup, Maryland. The address is address is 7775 Chesapeake Bay Court, Jessup, Maryland. And so here we go. They're only 12 miles away, or no, 8.6 miles away. Okay, here we go. Before I get out of here, I would like to stop at the gate entrance and save this place on my address book. make a right turn on this intersection here. But let me hold on for a second. Hold on. Save current location. No. Clear. Eastern. Okay, here we go. Nafco. Alright, sorry about that. Beautiful 53 degrees outside right now. It is incredible. What a beautiful day. Okay, we're going to be taking Route 1 north, which should be this next intersection here. There was a time in our household where we were big patrons of the Noodles Company restaurants. It seemed like that was our favorite thing at the time. Okay, we are to follow this road for 4.3 miles. Washington Boulevard, US 1. 4.3 miles. And I've also been informed by the boss that once I pick up here, I am to drive back to the shop meet up with the morale officer / mechanic / truck driver / everything. Now I was supposed to go to the shop after I get loaded here and meet up with Longhaul Larry to do some minor repairs. Is also pronounced the same in Spanish, right? Laurel, as in Laura, Laura. I don't really mind at all going to the yard today because I am completely out of groceries. Not completely, but running low. I'm out of fresh milk, which I like to do. I like to eat cereal in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon. I like the honey nut Longhaul Larry can do something with this squeaking brakes. I know I have been on this road before. Welcome to Howard County. Okay. Paddock Point. Go on YouTube when I'm not posting anything. Go on YouTube and search for Rick Fox. Rick Fox YouTube channel. And start with Rick Fox Alaska motorcycle. And he's got some really nice, interesting videos. His videos are simple, but very, very informative. Especially for a person like me that has the same motorcycle as he does. I don't think he has a Goldwing, but maybe it is an old model Goldwing. But my biggest concern has always been like, if I went to Alaska, can my Goldwing handle the trip? Most especially going to Prudhoe Bay. The more I watch other people's YouTube videos about Alaska, really the most extreme roads are from Fairbanks to Dead Horse, Alaska. Especially when they do that construction on the... Hey, there's Whiskey Bottom Road right here. Yeah. Whoa. So when they try to do the road repairs and graders constructions on the Dalton Highway, on the is it permafrost or thermafrost? That's really about the worst part of Alaska, I think, as far as road goes. And one of the things that, there's really not much to see up there in Dead Horse, Alaska. There's really not much. Type in motorcycle Dead Horse, Alaska, and you'll see people arriving in Dead Horse. There's nothing there but an oil rig and a hotel, which is $150 a night. But you get free meal, eat all you can buffet. I guess, as I mentioned earlier, it's more of a novelty, bragging rights, a sense of satisfaction that you've done it. It's really not this destination. So what I was thinking of, instead of from Sheboygan going to Dead Horse, Alaska, I'd do all the Alaska first, as much as I can, then try to tackle the Dead Horse, Alaska, because if you tackle Dead Horse, Alaska, there's a chance you could get into a wreck, and that would wreck your whole, the whole plan. So I think it would be wise, in my mind, the lack thereof, that I would do the, Skagway, down the Seaward, all that, and then on the way home, go up to Dead Horse. But back to Rick Fox's channel. He did it, and he also did. He's from North Carolina, by the way. So that's a very long trip. He also did Skagways and other sites. He went to Valdez. I don't know. I keep thinking about Alaska. That one thing that I recognize is a big flaw in myself is I seem to dream really big, and then I get overwhelmed. I overthink things. So what I was thinking is, I'm all in for the Alaska thing. But one thing I recognize that I don't have a whole lot of. In fact, I have zero experience on long motorcycle ride. Well, if you count going to South Dakota and Mount Rushmore. That was a 1 week trip, which all consisted of staying in a hotel every night, and for obvious reasons, if you go to Alaska, you can't just rely on hotels. From what I understand, hotels up there are far in between. They're very expensive, and they are limited, and most of the time they are booked in advance. Oh, BMW, look at that. So what I was thinking of, instead of tackling Alaska with no experience, I'm thinking of just going up to Montana, Canada, get my feet wet somewhat before I do all the extreme stuff. But after watching Rick's YouTube channel, He's also got an episode. It's an hour long, which it's a really great video. Rick's West trip. He started from North Carolina. He went down to Florida. I think it was Miami. And he did the 50cc challenge. 50cc is somewhat misleading because when we think of 50cc, it's a 50cc motorcycle, which is not. 50cc stands for 50 hours coast to coast. So basically from Miami, Florida, all the way to San Diego. He did it in 35 hours. Woo! That is nuts. I wonder how many miles it is from Jacksonville, Florida to San Diego coast in comparison to the miles from New York City to San Francisco. I would imagine that the New York San Francisco is a lot longer, a lot farther. Alright, we are to make a right turn on Waterloo Road, Maryland 175.5 miles away. It should be the next traffic light. This one. Asateek. Oh no. This ain't the one. I turned too soon. Recalculating. GPS has recalculated me to a different route, which is still doable. Alright, make a left right here. So anyway, one of the possibilities that I've been thinking about is, going up to Glacier National Park, bam, up to Jasper, all that beautiful places up there, and then from Jasper head back south again, back to the United States, and do the West Coast run, or just stay in Canada. I'm willing to listen to some suggestions about where to go, how to do it, what places to visit. Longhaul Avenue, which is this one. I think I could have arrived at this place if I just kept going straight. Left on Chesapeake Bay Port. Come on, people, make up your mind. Oh, I thought I had a stop sign. Which one is it? Oh boy. Good morning.
Can I help you?
I'm here to pick up a load.
Where?
Where? Nafco?
Alright, you know where it is?
No, ma'am.
You're gonna turn left, NAFCO's on your right, the first building's where you pick up.
Okay.
Alright?
Thank you. $7.75. There it is. Where do you check in? Walmart FZ outbound loads. Alright, I guess you call their phone number to check in. Yeah, I have been there before. They got snow on the ground here. Either that's snow or they dump ice from a trailer. More like they dump the ice. I think the last time that I picked up here, yeah, I remember. I picked up here like midnight or something like that, really late at night. It was dark. I even remember talking to a truck driver here. Let me call in, check in, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hey everybody, alright, breakfast time. Once again, I have this blue bagel that I bought from Walmart. It's a blueberry bagel. It's been it's been here about, I don't know, a week and a half now. It doesn't look moldy, so why not? Alright, the plan is, by the way, the butter came out alright. I reheated it again after putting it in the refrigerator. I melted that yesterday, I think. And this, my wife's friend that works at a cheese factory. They sell these at the employees at a discount. It's really delicious. Wisconsin cheese, man. That is good. By the way, I checked in. This load is scheduled to ship tomorrow. But they said, just hang on tight, we will load you today. So, that's a good deal. Oh, and I want you guys to do something. Google search, Google Map, Google Earth, Tuktoyaktuk, Canada. It is 4,437 miles from here. And that is the most northern point of Canada on the west side. Tuktoyaktuk is spelled Tuktoyaktuk. Tuktoyaktuk, Northwest Territories. It's a very, very most northern part. It is one of the most remote places of Canada that apparently trucks can go there. I don't know what they call the indigenous people that live there, but one of the places that I would like to go to someday. Okay. We gotta wait till it starts smoking. If it ain't smoking, it ain't cooked yet. Not smoking yet. Well, that's basically what my truck looks like. Vacuumed it yesterday. Here's my medicine cabinet drawer. Here's my clothes drawer. My refrigerator. What else? Gotta have blueberry yogurt. I mean, come on. You ain't a professional truck driver until you eat and stock blueberry yogurt. Of course, my bed. Extra bunk, which I keep my junk. Cupboards over there. More junk over there. This is my air fryer, my electric kettle. More storage places where I put my raincoat, jackets. Up here we got paper plates, plastic cups, coffee, more coffee, more stuff, more stuff. And this is my closet. Everything is in there. So that's pretty much it. I put a lot of water in there. Down here is more storage. Down here is my toolbox and stuff. Some of you are already screaming, "Where's the bathroom?" Yeah, you sound like my wife. Where's the bathroom? Oh boy. I think this is good. Ooh, this is good. Oh, this is more than enough. I just find it so much easier to spread soft butter. Ooh, that's hot. See what I mean? Okay, put that on the side. Let's try a little experiment here. Never tried it before, so who knows? Why not just eat it as you go? I know, right? My wife said I have to learn presentation. She said food is about presentation. No matter how good of a taste it is, if it is not presentable, it's not edible. I made that up. Alright, well, that's about it, really. Later. By the way, I'm going to put this in the microwave just to melt the cheese a little bit, right? How many of you look through a microwave like this so you could see right through it? It's melting, it's melting. That's done. There you go. Peace. Alright everybody, we've been assigned to door 3. By the way, the yard from here is 55 miles. I gotta open the doors yet. The line actually lines up with the dock doors. How refreshing. All right, later.